Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And first, we'd like to express our gratitude to this opportunity given to us. First, I'd like to say thank you to our moderator for giving me a chance to present our presentation. So, allow me to introduce myself and our team. I'm Nora Dewi, and my friends Indra Hartoyo and Anggraini Saragi. Uh, we'd like to present you about the creation of e-learning in an ESP course at Universitas Negeri Medan's English Education Study Program through a team-based project. So for the introduction here, we carry out 4 reasons why we have to carry out this research. First is the independent campus freedom to learn program, or we call as Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka. And the second reason is because the 21st century learning challenging. And the third is because methods of teaching. And the fourth reason is because of Industrial Revolution 4.0. So for the first reason means that for the Merdeka Belajar or Campus Merdeka or the Independent Campus Freedom to Learn program is a program run by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology of the Republic of Indonesia that allows students to gain practical knowledge and skills for their future careers. Campus Merdeka is intended to break down barriers in science and foster greater collaboration across departments. Interdepartmental collaboration was previously difficult due to thick barriers in sciences. As a result, the Campus Merdeka spirit serves as a means of breaking down the barriers. And this policy is intended to give students autonomy in developing their own knowledge and interests so that they will be better prepared for graduation. In practice, the implementation of this curriculum innovation has been more difficult than expected because the study program faces a variety of technical and administrative challenges when assisting students in pursuing their studies. And then for the 21st century learning challenging. So as a lecturer, I think that we must prepare graduates who can live independently and contribute to their environment. So they are prepared to face the challenges of an increasingly globalized world once they graduate. So it requires critical, independent, and disciplined thinking. As a result, in order to overcome egocentric attitudes, effective communication is required. Students must have the following 21st century skills. So critical thinking and problem solving skills, then communication skills, creativity and innovation skills, and collaboration skills as the main major here for the 21st century learning challenging. And the third is methods of teaching. Means that here, based on the mandate for higher education development, the higher education main performance indicators or indikator kinerja utama perguruan tinggi must be able to serve as a measuring tool as well as an accelerator for the development of the independent learning campus and BKM policy. And this formulation of collaborative and participatory classroom indicators is included in Key Performance Indicators Point 7, that is case method and team-based project. And the fourth is Industrial Revolution 4.0. So the education in the Industrial Revolution era 4.0 is a phenomenon that responds to the needs of Industrial Revolution by adjusting the new curriculum to the current situation. The curriculum can open a window to the world through the hand, for example, by utilizing the Internet of Things. Besides, we also have that integrated in innovative learning in higher education for the application of information technology, Internet of Things, operational technology, and big data. So, this research objective is to investigate the development of KKNI, or we call this Indonesian Qualification Framework learning tools, specifically teaching materials and worksheets in an ESP course in semester 7 of a blended learning-based English education study program through the team-based project. So as a literature review here, We have some like Indonesian qualification framework or KKNI. So as the KKNI is governed by the Presidential Regulation of the Republic of Indonesia number 8 of 2012, and it's also supported by the 6 assignments of KKNI or Indonesian qualification framework that has been applied in Medan State University or Universitas Negeri Medan, such as written task, critical book review, critical journal review, engineering idea, mini research, and project. And then teaching instruments. Though we have a lot of teaching instruments here, but we represent teaching materials and students' worksheets that we have been applied in our learning management system. And for the SP course design, of course, that in designing this, we need these categories like need analysis, designing questionnaires, and designing topic and teaching materials as well. And here, of course, that we need e-learning that as the requirements of learning means that there must be some characteristics like having content, using instructional methods, using interesting elements can build understanding and skills related to the learning objectives. And the last one is team-based project, or we call that as a project-based learning. So in the team-based learning method, the teacher provides more opportunities for students to develop the ability to work together because it gives weight bigger for the discussion process. So for these methods, we have applied a research and development design to produce products and test the effectiveness of these products by Borg and Gall in 1983. So this research was conducted at the English Education Study Program, Department of English Languages and Literature, Faculty of Language and Arts, State University of Medan. Okay, so the population and sample in this study were 7 semester students in ESB course designed for regular education classes A and B. So as a results and discussion, here we can show you for some display like the login view and then the dashboard view and activity view 1, activity view 2, and discussion forum view. So these are the results that we have already designed in the LMS. So I might say that for the stage 1, we need the preparation. And this is the common first stage of learning during which information schedules are established. In all project activities, students try to understand each other by introducing themselves and gathering their expectations. And then in stage 2, team-based project process. These are the key stages of team-based project learning, and they include a variety of activities related to the individual readiness, team or group readiness, and the critical steps of project work. This step entails group formation, and means that which has been fully prepared, and then case study and project selection, and then data collection on project-based activities, and project implementation, documentation, and portfolios. And finally, we come to the stage 3. I mean, that the way how we process this. Evaluation. So it represents the activity of conducting a student assessment. Feedback assists instructors in determining whether or not students have mastered the projects on which they have been working. So I might say then it portrayed, that displayed in this figure, how actually the flow for the implementation of uh, the team-based project in the LMS, Learning Management System, because we have applied blended learning so far during this pandemic situation. So this figure explained for first is preparation. It's online meetings with learning video discuss about data collecting devices, that is questionnaires, through needs analysis consisting of likes, wants, and needs after knowing the difference between English for specific purposes versus English for general purposes. And then EAP, English for academic purposes versus English for occupational purposes. And then several problems were raised by lecturers and students related to the design of ESP learning tools, which included lesson plans, teaching materials, teaching media, worksheets, and also evaluation. Students in groups discuss the problems that have been agreed before. But of course, that here we limit this topic into teaching materials and worksheets only. And then for the implementation, students carry out group assignment as follow. So students determine EAP and EOP in their groups. And then students design and analysis questionnaires based on the formulation of likes, wants, and needs. After getting the results of the questionnaire, students optimally design learning tools by determining the type of the topic from for genre-based language skills and then making presentations in the form of videos. And the last is expose. Students in groups present the results of the work done in Zoom or Google Meet that the group given the task of uploading the presentation of the product assigned to it on YouTube and sharing the links on the LMS and online discussion within the agreed time. So as a conclusion that in this study, the creation of e-learning in an ESP course design had designed teaching materials, worksheets, and activities through team-based project. Therefore, comprehensive development is needed to determine appropriate teaching materials and worksheets. After the initial product was developed, verified, and limited trials were carried out on lecturers and students. Based on the results of the analysis, it was clearly stated that the development of this e-learning was in accordance with ESP course design using e-learning through team-based project. So I think that's all that I can present you. Thank you so much.